You've felt it, haven't you? The weight of unseen eyes, the soft hum of an energy that wraps around your soul when you least expect it. It's not your imagination. The angels lean close and whisper, "He is watching." In silence. In longing. Yet beneath that gaze lies a heart knotted in invisible chains. A heart that yearns to move toward you but finds itself tethered to fears as old as time. The angels say, this connection was written before you ever took your first breath. You were placed upon his path not to chase, but to awaken. To become the mirror of a love he forgot was possible. You see, your light disturbs the shadows he has carefully hidden. It stirs truths he dared not name. And now, he stands at the threshold of something his soul remembers, but his mind cannot yet embrace. He watches because he feels safest behind the veil of distance. Yet each time your name crosses his thoughts, the veil thins. He is not ready to step beyond it, but the pull grows stronger with every sunrise. You were sent, dear soul, with a purpose that transcends this life alone. His awakening is not your task to complete, but your presence ignites it. And so the angels ask, do not question your worth in this. The divine placed you here as a vessel of remembrance. He cannot forget you because your essence was meant to be remembered. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. There is a trembling beneath his stillness, a fault line beneath the surface of who he shows the world. The angels murmur, his barriers were not built to keep you out. They were born of wounds too deep to name. You must know this. What holds him back was not caused by you. Not by your beauty, nor by your presence, nor by any lack within you. His heart carries scars written long before you appeared in his life. Why does he pull away? You've asked in the quiet of your own heart. The angels answer, he fears the enormity of what he feels. The softness you awaken in him threatens the walls that once kept him safe. He has learned to armor his soul with logic and distance. He mastered the art of surviving without surrender. Yet now with you, there is no refuge. You see too clearly. You feel too deeply. And this terrifies him. Do not mistake his retreat for rejection. His silence is the language of a heart unraveling. The angels reveal, he withdraws not to forget you, but to survive the waves you stir within him. And though the past whispers that love means loss, you, dear soul, are a different song. A vibration of grace and truth that invites healing without demand. So if he lingers at the edge of this connection, do not chase. Rest in knowing that even in retreat, he carries you in every heartbeat. And one day when he dares to face the ache of longing, he will remember, it was your light that first reached him in the dark. The angels draw close now, their wings shimmering with gentle wisdom. Child of light, remember, love was never meant to cost you your soul. In the dance of this sacred connection, it is easy to lose yourself. To dim your glow hoping he will finally step into the light. But hear this truth whispered to your spirit, your radiance is not a bargaining chip. Your worth is not tied to his readiness. Too often, the compassionate heart forgets its own needs. You may have wondered, if I just hold on, if I just love more, will that be enough? The angels say, you are already enough. You do not need to shrink to fit inside his unfinished story. Care for your heart as you would a sacred flame. Tend to the life that blooms within you. Nourish the parts of your spirit that existed long before he looked your way. Do not place yourself on pause while he wrestles with his fears. Walk forward in your fullness. For it is your unwavering light, not your waiting, that will call him toward healing. And if the path winds long, know this, your joy, your purpose, your peace, these are gifts from the divine, not prizes to be won through suffering. The angels remind you, the one who is meant to walk beside you will not require the sacrifice of your essence. They will come because your wholeness draws them, not your wounds. So breathe. Be. Let your life be rich and radiant even as the unseen unfolds. The angels are weaving threads beyond your sight. In this time, choose yourself again and again. And know, that is love too. There is a trembling in him when your eyes meet. Have you noticed? A flicker, a hesitation, as if the ground beneath him shifts. The angels lean in and whisper, you are his mirror, and that is why he cannot look too long. Your light is not gentle to his shadows. It reflects the truths he has hidden, the long-forgotten dreams, the ache of an unfulfilled heart. The angels say, when you entered his life, the illusion he wore so carefully began to crack. You saw not just the version he offers to the world, but the soul behind the armor. And now, he cannot unsee what you reflect. It is not your fault that this unsettles him. You are not sent to break him, but to awaken him. Yet awakening is no gentle tide. It stirs the depths. It brings what was buried to the surface. He wrestles with this mirror you hold. Some days, he longs to step closer, to be seen and loved in his rawness. Other days, the fear of his own reflection sends him retreating into old defenses. Do not dim your light to make him comfortable. The angels urge you, stand in your truth. Let your essence remain clear and steady. For in time, it will become an invitation, not a threat. What he fears now may one day become the very thing that draws him fully forward. But this is not your responsibility to force, dear soul. It is a sacred unfolding that only he can choose. Until then, remain the mirror. And trust, what is seen, once observed, can never be forgotten. There is a stirring now. Subtle perhaps, but real. The angels whisper, the seed has cracked, and the first roots of awakening are reaching for the light. You may not see grand gestures. No big declarations. No sudden confessions. But listen more closely. Beneath the surface of silence, something shifts. A glance that lingers longer. A message written and erased. The breath he holds when he is near you. The angels say, the soul awakens in waves, not storms. And now, the tide within him is changing. The walls he built once felt unshakable. But your presence, your truth, has become the gentle rain that wears stone into sand. He feels it, the pull to step toward what he fears and desires most. At night, in the hours when the world grows quiet, he wonders, why you? Why now? But even as questions arise, his heart answers, because this is real. Because this is different. You have become a doorway through which he glimpses the life he has long denied himself. A life where love is not a battle, but a sanctuary. The angels urge, be patient. The roots grow beneath the soil before the bloom is visible. Do not lose heart if his steps waver. Each breath he takes in your light is a step toward awakening. And remember, true love does not rush the sacred. It honors the becoming. It trusts the unseen. So keep your light steady. The angels are weaving, the soul is stirring, and soon, the unseen will come into view. He comes close, then fades like mist before dawn. You feel him near, then he's gone. And in this rhythm of approach and retreat, your heart aches with unanswered questions. The angels gather close now and whisper, do not take this dance as rejection. It is a cycle born of fear, not a lack of love. Understand this, he is caught between two currents, one that pulls him to you with the force of soul recognition, and one that grips him with old fears of loss, of inadequacy, of being seen too deeply. Each time he draws near, the warmth of your light stirs longing within him. Yet that same light exposes the wounds he thought were long buried. And so the heart surges forward, while the mind flees. The angels say, this is a sacred unraveling. The cycle is not punishment. It is part of his becoming. With each return, a little more armor falls away. With each retreat, a little more truth takes root. Do not chase when he pulls back. Do not harden when he returns. You are not meant to match his rhythm. You are meant to be the steady pulse that reminds him of what is safe, what is real. And yes, it is exhausting. The angels see the weariness in your spirit. But they urge, trust the deeper current. For though he may seem to wander, the bond beneath cannot be undone. What pulls him to you is stronger than the fear that drives him away. In time, the cycle will break. In time, the return will hold. Until then, be the harbor, not the tide. Stand rooted in the knowing that what is meant will not be lost to the waves. The angels gather close now, their voices soft as they pour this truth into your heart. Love, true love, is not force. It is medicine. You do not need to fix him. You do not need to carry the weight of his healing. You are not his savior. You are his invitation. There is a balm in your presence, a softness that asks for nothing, demands nothing, yet speaks to the deepest places in him. The angels say, even in silence, your love is working. Even from afar, it reaches him. You may wonder, does he feel it? Does he know? The angels answer, oh yes. More than words could ever express. In the quiet moments, when the noise of the world fades away, he feels the memory of your smile, the warmth of your gaze. And in those moments, something within him softens. The armor thins. The wounds breathe. Love, as you hold it, is not a weapon. It is not a plea. It is a sacred presence that says, you are seen. You are safe. You are enough. And though he may resist, may run, may fall into old patterns, the love you have planted does not vanish. It lingers. It soothes the ache beneath his fear. The angels urge, do not underestimate the unseen. Even the love unspoken, even the love withheld wisely, he feels it. And it heals more than you know. You were sent not to complete him, but to remind him, healing is possible. Wholeness is possible. Love does not require perfection. And in time, the soul will remember what the mind still resists. Love, your love, is the very medicine he needs to set himself free. There is a higher rhythm to all of this, though the mind aches to understand. The angels now speak, trust, dear soul. What unfolds is not random. It is written in the currents of the divine. Perhaps the waiting feels endless. Perhaps the silence feels cruel. You wonder, have I misunderstood? Am I foolish to hope? The angels answer, no. You are not wrong to believe. You are not wrong to feel. This is not a delay, it is preparation. His soul, your soul, both are being shaped for what is to come. If love were to arrive too soon, before the roots were deep, it could not hold. The angels reveal, there is a time appointed for all things beneath heaven. And in this connection, you walk a path woven by unseen hands. You do not walk alone. Every tear, every longing breath, heaven sees. And the work being done within him is sacred, though hidden. It is not your task to rush what is divine. It is yours to trust that the weaving continues even in stillness. To rest in the knowing that what is aligned in spirit cannot be lost in the world. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie, though it tarry wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Habakkuk 2 verse 3. So breathe now, dear one. The angels walk beside you. The journey is not in vain. The unfolding is near. There is a trembling beneath the surface of him, a longing too vast to name, and yet a terror just as deep. The angels speak softly now. Before love can fully rise, the heart must pass through its own shadows. He is not cold, though it may seem so. He is not indifferent, though silence may wound. The truth the angels reveal, he is afraid, of you, of himself, of what love asks of him. For to truly love, one must be seen. And to be seen, one must risk the unmasking of every unhealed place. You, dear soul, with your steady light, awaken in him the yearning to be known. But with it comes the oldest of fears. What if I am not enough? What if love leaves, as it has before? So he hovers at the edge, wanting to step forward, fearing what he must surrender to do so. The angels say, his heart holds the desire to give, yet the hands of fear still clutch the past. In this space, patience becomes love's greatest form. To hold space, not for perfection, but for becoming. To let him unfold in his own sacred time. And you may ache. You may wonder, how long? But the angels remind you, this is not stalling. This is soul-deep preparation. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. Even now, the unseen is shifting. Even now, he longs more than he fears. The threshold is near. There comes a moment, dear soul, when the heart must let go, not in defeat, but in holy trust. The angels gather now, their wings a soft shelter around you. It is time to surrender the outcome. You have loved with purity. You have created space with grace. You have become a beacon without losing yourself. And now you are asked to rest in the understanding that love unfolds beyond human control. He may step forward. He may still hesitate. The path may twist in ways unseen. Yet the angels assure you, what is meant for you will never be lost to you. You are not here to force the story, you are here to trust the author. And trust does not mean passivity. It means standing in your light, moving forward in your life, knowing that what is meant for your soul cannot elude you. The angels say, release the burden of expectation. Let hope be an open hand, not a clenched fist. For in that space, love breathes. And in that space, miracles arise. The divine sees every thread of this tapestry. You have been faithful. You have been true. And now you are called to rest, not because the story ends, but because its next chapter is no longer yours to write alone. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. Breathe, dear heart. What is yours will find its way. In perfect time. In perfect grace.